It's the month of love, y'all. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faith. I'm an astrologer. I specialize in astrocartography as well as money readings. In today's video, we are talking about Venus lines. Now, these lines are some of the most popular lines out there aside from Jupiter lines, for obvious reasons. Everybody loves love. And for the month of love, this February, we are going to go ahead and dive into Venus lines. So Venus lines can be very, very lovely, pleasant energy. You just automatically may be more charming here. You might come across as more attractive to people here. And overall, normally this energy just feels very nice and flowy here. Not in like a Neptune way, but just more of like an aesthetically pleasing, life feels so great here. But if you aren't careful, you can become avoidant or a little bit impulsive on these lines, but we'll get into that as we break down each and every angle. All in all, if you have positive aspects or a positive Venus placement, then you will probably enjoy these lines. So as always, let's go ahead and break down each angle. All right, starting with the first angle, the Venus Ascendant line. Guys, the Venus Ascendant line, you're feeling good. You're looking good. Again, you may come across as more attractive here because Venus is right there by your first house or in your first house. You are just overall having a good time. You're hanging out. You're doing the things that bring you pleasure, and you're prioritizing your beauty, your aesthetic, and just overall, this is a great line for self-love. This is a great line to pour into yourself. Now, obviously, don't become vain here or too impulsive here, but overall, I really recommend a Venus Ascendant line if you are looking for ways to cultivate love, self-love, or if you're looking in ways to just boost yourself up, whether that's in a physical appearance, your skincare, or anything like that. Don't be surprised if you pour more into your fashion or your style here. All of these things represent Venus. And it's just, it's a boost in how you express yourself. If you identify as more of a feminine person, then you may also experience a boost in your femininity. Moving on to the second angle, the Venus Descendant line. All right, so a lot of people will automatically go to this line thinking that they will find love here. Like I said, if you have positive Venus aspects and a positive Venus placement, maybe. However, if you have more challenging aspects or maybe a more challenged placed Venus, maybe not. So this, as always, the Venus Descendant line is a focus on relationships. So you could find potential partners here, and you will naturally attract people to you whether you want the attention or not. And this doesn't always mean in romance, although it is very beneficial for your romantic life. This could also be friends, family. You're just coming across as very different. People are seeing you as very lovely. People want to be in your aura here. I would just say a con to this line is make sure you are very picky about who you let in your circle or in your aura here, because you attract all types of people that you may be attracted to them, but they may not be so attracted to you. Again, this could be romantically, but just even on an energetic level, you might attract icky, unwanted energy just because you are so magnetic on these lines. This line is obviously great for relationships, but be sure not to create codependent relationships. This is also great for any type of brand partnerships, especially if you are in the esthetician, beauty, skincare, and maybe even parts of the wellness industry. All right, so moving on to the third angle, the Venus IC line. So as always with IC lines, we are working on our inner foundation, and here you are prioritizing pleasure as a way of life. You're understanding that you don't have to stay in survival mode. You can actually enjoy without the risk of consequences or repercussions. So with the Venus IC line, you are just creating a beautiful space, especially within your home. You're creating like your humble abode, and you just might enjoy your home or space, whether you're partnered or not. But you're just letting love in. You are amplifying your receivership here, and you're really understanding that love is kind of who you are and pleasure is kind of who you are. So this line is beautiful for anybody who is into interior design or who wants to just amplify the beauty of their home. If they want to invest in beautiful properties here, this is a great line to do. And overall, it just creates a sense of sisterhood or brotherhood as far as your community, that third house energy being near your IC, as well as the fourth house. This is great for starting a family, getting married, buying a home, etc., etc. Another great tip for if you visit or move to your Venus IC would to be exploring sensual self-care. And I'm not saying that in a sexual way, but Venus rules the senses, right? Taurus rules the senses, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So really tapping into your five senses and how and what ways can you take care of yourself, whether that's massages, aromatherapy, obviously food, getting your hair done, like all of these different things, visually going to see a movie or going to look at art, making art with your hands. All of these things are sensual self-care that you can begin to implement under this energy. And the last or fourth angle is the Venus MC line. So the Venus MC line is great for marketing, branding, again, especially if you're in any type of beauty industry or art industry. But this is just really learning how to magnetize success to you instead of work. It's the opposite of what a Mars MC line would be. This is magnetizing wealth and success to you. This can be one of your money lines, especially with it being on the MC. However, I always try to look at the sect of your chart, meaning if you're a day chart or a night chart. If you're more of a night chart, then this is definitely going to be one of your money lines. But even just as far as your business aspect, this is great for marketing because you're easily standing out. Again, you have this magnetic aura. You're not really working too hard. This is energy where it comes to you as long as you're in the position to receive it. So I really, really like this energy. And this is something that you can tap into, especially if you are creating a platform or a following where you want to be known for beauty, aesthetic, diplomacy. You are networking and you're really connecting and creating communities for people. This line is a great line to either visit, relocate to, or remotely activate. All right, guys, so that is a wrap on Venus lines. I will also have a blog detailing or giving you much more details about Venus lines and each angle, so check that out. But I will also embed this video onto that site. The last thing that I didn't really mention during the angles is the fact that Venus also rules luxury. So if you are into any type of luxury, whether that's brands, whether that's, luxury homes, etc., any type of luxurious industry, then these lines can also be used for that as well. But let me know your thoughts. Have you ever visited a Venus line? Do you live on a Venus line? Maybe you visited a Venus line aspect line or Paran. Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out the blog for more information. If you need more guidance on this, make sure that you go ahead and book a reading or an astrocartography report with me, and we'll dig into it. All right, last thing. In honor of the fact that it is the month of love, I am hosting a Synastry and Love Lines workshop. So in this workshop, we're going to talk about how to actually pinpoint compatibility in astrology, aside from using your sun signs, because that's not the actual way. And we're going to look at different types of lines that might help you find a partner or boost the love in your relationships. So if you're interested in that, that workshop is going to be on February 18th, 2026, probably around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check that out. I'll link that in the description below. And yeah, I look forward to rocking out with you guys. But until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.